man, and the rest of the world out there, man. This is Abebe Lewis. You're watching Behind the Culture, man. I'm here with a good friend of mine, DJ Lewis, man. How you doing, DJ?
Pleasure, baby.
Pleasure, man. Thank you for taking. This man is a very busy man, man. He's taking so much time out of his schedule to do this for us tonight, man. I really appreciate DJ. He's like such a big time behind the scenes guy. So this is, DJ likes to come out with the interviews and the magazines and stuff like that, but he's doing video for me tonight, and I really, really appreciate it, DJ, man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Toast, as we say, toast. You know what I'm saying? So when I think of DJ Lewis, I think of like so many things, man. I think of an entrepreneur. I think of a family man. I think of, man, I can't even describe how many things comes to my head because he's such a motivator and he motivates me. And I just want to know, DJ, like, where do you get that drive from? Like, where does that drive come from for you? When you get up in the morning, and sometimes I know you text me like 5, 6 in the morning, like where you get that from, DJ?
It's just motivation.
Motivation.
Life is not, everybody got 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So the doctors, scientists, whether you become a NASA, you fly into space or making booze or doing music. That's why you have people that do music and they have one-hit records. Yeah. And you have people that have unlimited hit records. So it's just the same thing. You get what you put in. Yeah. So that my 24 hours, I choose to work.
Yeah. So you choose to work, let's say, smart. You work hard too, but more smart than hard.
Well, sometimes you got to work hard, right? And everything is strategy. So I didn't always figure things out from day one. Growing up, I was born in Haiti, third world country, get to be one of the poorest countries in the Western Hemisphere. Everybody knows the story of Haiti. So for me, my parents brought everybody in America. So even though they provided, we never was one of the starving kids, but still, you get to see poverty around you. Being around it at a young age. Yeah. So for me, being the fact that we had an opportunity to work. Your parents come here to provide, to let you know what you need to do, and we just go out there and do it.
No, definitely. So, like, it's just hard to describe you in so many different ways. It's almost like you can see the future, with marketing, with different things. I've seen your Art Basel events. I've seen so many things you brought to the table. Like, if I could, like, sum you up, like. What really makes you TikTok, DJ, man? What makes you move? What motivates you? Is it purpose? Is it drive? Is it like, what is it?
Well, the motivation comes from my charitable work. So about 11 years ago, I kicked off a festival company called Starfest, where we actually take Rick Ross to Haiti and did a show. 750,000 people. You're talking about 3-4 times of Woodstock. So we curated the festival and become one of the biggest festivals in the Caribbean. Wow. And the whole motivation behind my drive of what I do, because I'm a man that's seen it again from a third world country. Mm-hmm. I want to give back to the community, not just Haiti, but everywhere. Yeah. We do a lot of charitable work here, whether it's hurricane, and we'll go back to why my drive is that, because you can't give if you don't have anything built, right? So for me, when I think of something I want to do, I just go to work and get it done. So for people that just want help, how are you going to help them if you're not successful in a venture or your business is not doing well? It's just very difficult. Yes. So, people come to us for a lot of things, like Corona right now is a major thing in our community to where people really had a lot of issues of, find out like community and sanitizer this, and we own a distillery. So, I kick off a gear to where 10% of all of our profit, I kick back to the production to give back to the community, like Boys and Girls Club, the University of Miami. Me and Ray Lewis a month ago went back there, 20 pallets we dropped off to the whole entire school. Wow. We're shipping stuff to the Army, Navy, so there's the state of Florida. So we step up when we need to, and that's what we position to do. And so for me, I feel like I'm blessed. So I'm destined to do these things, So that's my drive to where the more stuff you do, your business is doing better. You can give back more.
Definitely. So let's talk about that with the sanitizer and all that stuff. So I know you have Toast distilleries, right? was the distillery before the vodka, or the vodka was before the distillery?
Do you want the short version or the full version?
I want
Which one do you want? So
we want the good version, man. The good
Okay,
version.
so again, we talk about the Rick Ross concert, December 5th, 2009. We curated Starfest, right, in Haiti, did the big blowout show, and the show was to support the hospital and the orphanages and the villages of Haiti.
Okay.
Because that's where I was born.
Okay.
So I have a passion for the community there. So I created this whole, not just Haiti movement, but it was a Caribbean movement with CARICOM when we partnered with the United Nations.
Okay.
Where Ban Ki-moon, everybody was, behind the whole project, UN AIDS, they all was behind what we was doing. So 30 days later, which was about January 12th. So I did the concert on December 5th, 2009. And January 12th, 2010, I flew back to Haiti to work on the second edition of the concert.
Okay.
So that's the day of the earthquake.
Wow.
So I went to my hotel. I didn't check in. I put my bag down. I was like, I spent a whole year eating the hotel food. Today, I'm not going to eat the hotel food. Yeah. I'm going to go to town and just eat something different. Yeah. And that was the hotel. A month later, I had Rick Ross, Black Dada, the whole squad of, Ross. Yeah. So I went to town 4 hours later, earthquake struck. Everyone died in the hotel.
Wow.
So you're talking about 800 people lost their lives, and I'm still here. So my purpose, tie into all this thing, and the total death was 350,000. So my whole life motto would say, every day above ground is a good day to toast. Yeah. So after I survived that whole thing, we stayed in Haiti for a couple of weeks, bringing a lot of doctors to the DR to help the whole community and everything else like that. Then, one thing lead to the next. One day I called my lawyer. I'm like, hey, check out this name, Toast. She called me back and said, you sitting down or standing up? Yeah. I said, I'm here. And she's like, the name is available, never been trademarked and experienced. So that's where I was able to trademark the word Toast. And the first research and development for 3 years of R&D, we created the first brand, which is Toast Vodka, the world first vodka made with coconut water. So we kicked off in Miami. Long story short is, from Miami, we opened up New York, Jersey, California. But the good thing that happened to us, and we launched it end of 14, going on 15. Then a few people, friends, because they know who we are, having dinner, they brought a bottle over. Larry Ellison, who owns Oracle. Okay. So, Team Oracle. So they saw what we was doing. They was like, hey, America Cup is going live. We're looking for a vodka sponsor. So like, no, we just launched the brand. They're like, nah, we know you have tied to the entertainment industry. Let's just, create a partnership that works for both of us. So it's Louis Vuitton, BMW, Moet, and Toast, and Goslin Rum. We sell with them globally from New York, to Chicago, UK, France, and Asia. Globally, we went with them. And that also allowed a lot of distribution channels to happen for us. So as the brand keep on growing, America Cup was a big deal. One of our executive partner, and Toast Vodka, is a TV executive, connected the dot also in 2017. Wow. So we become the official vodka for Sundance Film Festival. Wow. So the entire Sundance TV. So we hosted the whole entire thing, from one thing lead to the next, to the Grammys, Emmys. Just domino effect. Domino effect, to where we have a luxury product that was sponsoring America's Cup and, sponsored, Sundance, and it kept on leading to a lot of major things. So then Break the Beverage, who had Bacardi and Goose, they had their own situation at Breakthrough, then they went to Southern. And there was Toast Vodka was very appealing, so Breakthrough Beverage picked up the brand and, create distribution for us. And also, Atlanta, Georgia, with Warren Buffett Company. Wow. It's Empire, so they picked up the product. And now that we have a distribution that's going into all 40 states. So we don't own just the one brand. We started with the Toast Vodka and developed a lot of other things. When we saw the brand was growing after 2017 and 2018, then I was like, yo, we have a great opportunity. We need our own house. So it was contract balloting, and that's where we partnered with the Miami Distilling Company and acquired 49% of the distillery to where we was here in Miami. Then as we see the business keep growing, it was like, yo, we end up buying the rest of the equity where we own the distillery 100%. One of the very few licenses in the history of Miami. So Miami Distilling Company, where we manufacture product for Voli 305, Miami Club Rum,
Yeah.
Club 11.
Yeah.
Now we just signed Rolling Loud. We're making their vodka
That's
RTD
big.
for
That's
them as
big.
well. So we're here. We're creating trends, and we own maybe over 15 brands today of
Definitely.
different line of products that we have.
Yeah.
We keep expanding the portfolio. But one thing that we want to make sure everyone keep in mind is that we're here to educate people that need help in the spirit business as well, because a
Yes.
lot of people don't know. So we in the industry, we creating ways, and people that needs to get in the business, sometimes we advise them on what not to do, because it's a tricky business,
No,
as
definitely.
everybody know. It's not like one of those things, okay, it's just a water, even though we have a water as well, Toast H2O, but it's one of those things that's like the Matrix. You got to really know what you're doing, or you can go sideways.
Right,
So everyone that's involved with us, whether we private label for them or we partner with them, we welcome everybody that wants to get in the game to just say, hey, we're here.
No, definitely, DJ, man. Like, I've seen you have like a lot of partnerships, right? What does partnerships mean to you? Like with brands and everything you got going on, what does partnerships mean to you?
Well, partnership is a very interesting thing, because when you're growing businesses, you have to have the right partners, strategic partners. Sometimes it's not equity partnership, but it's a strategic partner that can, definitely take you to the next level. So there's different brands like CBD company we partner with, water company we partner with. We also manufacturing a lot of things for a lot of different people. Ray Lewis, for example, we produce his own water called No Excuses Water. That's coming out. He's got an alkaline, pH is over 8.4. We're also making a CBD alkaline water for him as well. So everybody that needs development, we just, find a way to partner with them, do good business, because, if we have a platform, we want to put people on that platform, because if their business grow, we grow as a manufacturer, because not only with a maker, we own our own brands, but we also manufacturing product for a lot of people in the industry.
Definitely, because I've seen you make some great partnerships, man. Amazing partnerships with some big brands. Do you want to speak about any of those partnerships you've made?
Yeah, man. Like we talk about,
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis is one of our shareholder in our company and strategic partners, but we're also building, brand for him.
Okay.
Like brand that he needs from scratch to market.
Okay.
From A to Z.
Okay.
And Veritas Farm, which is a very publicly traded company, CBD company, we did the whole sanitizer that work in all the big box right now. CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, they have distribution to all these big box stores. So we're the producer for them that makes their products. So, we're just here.
Listen, man, he's making this seem so easy. It's not that easy, man. This guy works 24 hours around the clock. He really puts forth an effort. And going into this question, like, give me some obstacles that you went through getting in this business, like some doors that closed in your face and you said, you know what, I'm going to open those doors, or I'm going to back up and I'm going to go left and go right, and that person's going to see me again. Give me some obstacles that you went through, DJ.
I mean, the obstacles was, us before we had our own production company. You would deal with contract bottler. This is why we make sure we take care of the people we work with. Then people can change the price on you. Hey, I'm making this product for you.
It's like before you got your distillery.
Before, correct.
Okay.
So you went to those challenges. And other challenges like, it's not an overnight process, right? You just got to go through the steps and let the brand grow and evolve, becoming what it's supposed to become. So you can go through challenges, but can't nobody outwork me, so it don't matter.
No, I agree with that.
I know where I'm going.
With that.
I know where I'm going. I have the, when you have the address to your destination, you know where you're going.
And
so
I do like, you got a confidence about you, DJ, that it just radiates just around you, man. It's like, I just like being around you, because just like, you just bring that confidence level, and it's like, I can't even explain it, what you bring to the table for the business out here in Miami, man. You've done so much for Miami, and you've done just so much for the liquor business. What's next for DJ? What's next for you? What's your next step? Is this the end all be all, or are you going somewhere else? Where we going?
Wherever life take me. I'm just going. I'm gonna keep going. And one of the things, like we talked about earlier, is just like I want to be that voice and that guy that can, because there's a lot of people I see that's getting in the business. A lot of celebrities that have great brands, but they don't they don't have the right partners,
Yeah,
right?
they think it's that easy just to, hey, I'm a rapper or I'm a
Right.
singer,
They
I
don't
sold
have,
1,000,000 records, and I'm
exactly.
going to start a liquor brand just like that.
Exactly. So we want to be that platform
Okay.
for, all those individuals that needs that,
Yeah.
because we have the distribution channel relationships,
Definitely.
and we have, channels, and we have the production facility we own,
Yeah.
creative teams, from A to Z,
Yeah.
so when people know that, then they're not being tricked, or they like the experience I just told you I had before we had our distillery. So that's why it's important for us to keep building the foundation, and whether people know us or not, we're not. It doesn't matter to us. We're not here to be self-promoters, but we want to build our business and make sure it's a strong business that can support the community. Especially, there's a lot of people that come to me and say, "Hey, I'm doing this brand," and I say, "What do you need? Like, come just like you had that experience."
100%.
I called. I was like,
100%.
"Yo, come to the
Just
lab."
like that, he came straight to the lab, man. Like, DJ is about business, man. And with the name Toast, he's all about branding. So I want to ask you this: what separates Toast Vodka from any other vodka brand? What separates you that I'm going to go and I'm going to say, you know what? I need that Toast.
Well, the Toast, first of all, you got the world first vodka that's made with unflavored coconut water.
Okay.
It's 40%, 80 proof, and it's the smoothest vodka you can taste in the marketplace.
It
right?
is smooth.
So in a competition, LA International Spirits Awards, we beat almost 300 vodkas in taste competition. People didn't know who we are, but they knew the brand. They saw what we was doing. They saw the taste, and everybody was like, yo, I'm messing with that. So the product works, right? Because I've had a lot of bad ones before, and that was one of my motivations, was say, you know what, let me create something that's so unique, and also spend the right time making sure it's to perfection.
Yeah.
We have a product that's 100% corn, and it's gluten-free, it's non-GMO.
Gluten-free.
Yeah, and it's unflavored coconut water, which has never been done before. That's one of our products, and from there, we have the well product that's like vodka, whiskey, rum. We have premium tequila. We also have the wine company we just acquired.
Wow.
And the tequila company was just acquired as well. And our seltzer company that's launching our Toast H2O alkaline water that's also in the marketplace. We also have alcohol water that's coming out.
Oh, yeah. I had some of that. That was very good.
You had some of that.
That was very good. With a little bit of ice. I had 1 cup, and I was a little woozy in the office, man. You're right. That was very smooth, too. It was very smooth. No calories and, all that stuff,
Yeah, I mean, it's just creating the different trends in the business, and, there's no limitation to where we're going to go. So there's a lot of different things that we're working on that's going to come out soon.
Yeah.
And I think people are going to be very surprised with what we're doing behind the scenes.
Tell me about some of the philanthropy stuff that you get yourself into, that you have, that you do.
Yeah, so one of the things that we kicked off was Toast First Response. After the earthquake, one of the things I realized was doing tragedy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that sometimes you're trying to prep for that it's too late because people are dying. I was in the earthquake and people needed water.
Yeah.
And
you were there in Haiti.
Of course.
Yeah.
They can access water. They can, give you an example of what we create as the philanthropy work. So Toast First Response is our division of our company that's a very core. And what that does is we do a lot of different, events to where we ready. Just like the hurricane that just happened in the Bahamas, we was there. My whole warehouse was like water, food, diapers, blankets, and everything that was there was shut down. Really focused on servicing those things. When the previous 2 years ago, when Tampa got hit real hard, and also Naples, we had all the 18-wheeler trucks with the Toast First Response logo, just making sure. We partnered with a church in Oklahoma, was called Victory Church.
Wow.
And 15,000 members. Within 2 days, we had maybe close to 4 different 18-wheelers truckload of products to make sure we go to the community. And that's very dear to us because I saw what happened firsthand. There's 350,000 people that lost their lives where a bottle of water was able to save someone. So in our organization with Toast, we have the Toast First Response to make sure whatever's going on in the world, we always active and ahead of time, not just like doing something 2-3 weeks later when people's dying every day. We mobilize the whole entire company to make sure that's what we focus on to help save life.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. That's amazing what DJ does for the community. It's amazing what he does just on across the board, everything, man. But DJ, as a young entrepreneur, I'm coming out of college. I want to get. I see you. I want to get into the game of wine, spirits, entrepreneurship. What advice would you give me?
I just think like you just gotta work, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of time I think people start something and they stop because they don't believe they're gonna get there. But if you really working something every day, like 24/7, go at it, it's gonna grow.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
like any plant you basically plant, the seed is gonna grow if you
Yeah.
plant it in the right format. If you put it on the floor here, it's not gonna grow because there's no soil for it to grow. So, you know, it's important that whoever's getting in any industry is to, mentorship is a big key.
Yes,
I mean, I
wish I had some more mentors.
yeah,
as a young
I mean,
kid,
for me,
man.
I can't just say I'm taking all the credit in the world. I got some, you know, I started, you know, very young in the industry, 17, 18 years old. Got to a lot of different places. Some ventures was good, some wasn't perfect. But, you know, as we keep on getting, you know, mature, you understand like organization is a big key. You know,
Definitely.
having your whole entire CFO, you know, your COO, your whole entire management team.
Yeah.
It's what makes everything work. So you have to be able to a mentor, whatever industry you're going in, to have the right people to guide you, because there's so much mistake you won't make.
Yeah.
You'll still make mistake if you're learning and you're in business, but when you have the right mentorship, like it's something that can take you to the next level. So for me, that's why my door is always open to anyone that's in the industry that needs knowledge. It's not about, oh, I need to get this deal, that deal to make this profit of this guy. It's, we can help, you know, one person, that person can help so many. So that's why our door is open. So
Yeah.
we're in the hospitality business. You know, been involved with restaurants with many years,
Yes.
executive partner of Miami Subs, as
Yeah.
you know.
Yes.
When we did the deal in 2010 with Pitbull, as you know, joined forces
Yeah.
to bring Miami Subs back to what it was.
What it was,
it was a very, that was before the Spirit line, and it was again, everything is challenging. Everybody was like, this, you know, it's been around, but. You know, we couldn't be part of McDonald's or Burger King.
Never.
Miami's home team, so
Yeah.
that's why, you know.
That was a great brand.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
name, great
that's
brand
why
to be
that's why
attached
we
to.
jumped on it
Yeah.
and become executive partner. And Pitbull as well was a huge help when we brought the deal to him to join forces. You know, Julian Booth and Pitt.
Yeah.
They go
No,
way
Julian's
back.
my guy, man.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
He
Julian,
connected
my
that
boy.
with that and you know, make it work. So, you know, everything is moving in the right direction.
And I want to say, everything you do has so much class with it, man. The way you run your venues, the way you run your brand, your bottling, your everything. Talk to me about how DJ Lewis feels about brand integrity. Tell me about that. Like, what do you like? Tell me about that.
And brand is pretty much everything. When you building something, the Nike, the Reeboks of the world, the Louis Vuitton, you're looking at stuff that's timeless, right? And some of the reason why sometimes these brands, they just, even the economy is bad or not, they're still selling. It's because, you know, the standards they hold is so strong that it's just never gonna go anywhere. So when you're building something, it's important your brand identity have to be exactly what you want it to be, because if you just have something that you don't protect your brand equity is everything.
Yeah.
If you don't protect your brand, you don't cherish your brand, and it's just gonna become exactly what you treat it as.
Yeah.
So when you're building something, you just gotta make sure your name is everything.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta focus on making sure you keep it to that level. So where if you say, hey, I'm building this, I want it to be timeless. You gotta put it in the time and make sure you protect the name.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I want to say, DJ Lewis is a mastermind. Don't let him fool you with all this light talk. This guy is a genius businessman, and you need to follow him. You need to figure out where he's at, be there, follow the different business moves that he does, and just take take it all in, man, because I'm learning every day from this guy. We create some brands, me and him. Shout out to Dr. Joe out there.
It's in
Joe
the
B.
work. It's in the work.
Works. We're already working on a few great things. So, man, we here. You watching Behind the Culture, man. I want to say thank you for taking your time